Well, good evening, John. Calling in today to do this presentation from my apartment in Malaga, Spain. I'm from the United States and I keep a home here in Spain as well as in New Hampshire on Lake Winnipesaukee. It's my pleasure to be able to see so many people on this Zoom tonight. The purpose of this meeting, as you know, is to introduce our business to people that are just looking at either getting well, improving their health, but certainly we want to talk to people about the incredible opportunity to represent this company as we're positioned to become a multi-billion-dollar brand. I'm going to share some PowerPoints with everybody right now so you can better understand the information. But you're right, John. I've been in this industry for many years. I've had a lot of success. I've done seminars all over the world. I started 35 years ago, October in 1989, and I was a below broke rock musician looking for a better way in life. My dad was saying, go back to college and finish your degree, since I only went to 2 years of college. But I really was so excited about the concept of residual-based income and the idea that I could start a business working from home, and I didn't need a lot of money, which I qualified for that because I couldn't even get a credit card back then, and the car I was driving had a hole in the floor. But I became an aggressive student. I started learning from people. I started studying personal development, and now I've done seminars in Australia, New Zealand, Colombia, Mexico, US, Canada, 18 European countries. 20 years ago, I lived in the Netherlands, and in the last 25 years, I was representing one single company in services. And when I learned about Zinzino at the end of 2023, I had a chance to see something I thought was just unbelievable. And that's what I'm sharing with you tonight. In business, I recognize that if you're smart, you're going to learn not only from your mistakes, but from someone else's. And I had seen a lot of mistakes in this industry, and I watched Zinzino grow for many years. I watched many friends in this company start out, when it originally began over 19 years ago. I watched them grow in Scandinavia, start to move into southern parts of Europe. And then I realized there was a chance to take this company around the world. And I realized I was at the right place at the right time. And in my life, the age I'm at, where I'm at in business and in my personal life, I want to make one last run. And I saw Zinzino as the next multi-billion-dollar brand. And I want to present an argument about why you should see the same. So let's just talk a little bit about Zinzino. Zinzino is a health and wellness company. In fact, my friends ask me what I'm doing. I tell them I'm representing a science company because this is not another pill and potion company. This is very different. I got a chance to meet Hilda and Orion Sali. They impressed me as co-founders of the company, and they really impressed me because they turned over the management to professional people that could guide this to a multi-billion-dollar brand, and they agreed to get paid exactly the same way that you could get paid if you get involved with the business. So they walked the talk, and that was impressive to me. And they even said there's an equity opportunity for those that decide to get involved. And when I say equity, we're already a company that's trading shares on the NASDAQ. See, I know there's many ways to evaluate a business. I look at the company, I look at the financials, I look at the growth potential, I look at the timing and positioning, and I look at the product, if there's a value proposition for the consumer. I look to see if there's really something that differentiates it from other companies. And then I look in the mirror and I said, do I need to make extra money? Do I want even more money, maybe a full-time opportunity? Or do I have a big dream and I want to earn a lot of money? And has it been done before? Or do I have to prove it? So all of those things I'm going to touch on with you. But what's impressive is Zinzino has expanded to 45 countries, and recently that just exploded in the last several years. Now they're shipping to well over 100 countries. They're launching at least another 5, 6, 8 countries every year. They want to become a multi-billion-dollar global brand. And we don't use traditional radio, newspaper, TV. We don't have that expensive advertising. The only way we've grown is a friend telling a friend. That's it. Word of mouth. We save all that money. It allows the company to pay us to promote the Zinzino products which are truly changing people's lives. And when you look at the growth, that's what got me. When you look at a business, sometimes you look at the startup and it's hard to judge whether they'll make it. Most startups do not make it. And I've been there. I don't want to be part of someone's experiment. I also don't want to join a company in the $1 billion plus category. What I'd love to do in a perfect world is let someone else do the test drive and then get involved just as it's about to explode up the hockey stick or up the bell curve. And that's exactly where Zinzino is right now. As you can see, going back to like 2017 and 18, they started to hit this curve and then they jumped over 100 million. And this year we're going to come in at over 200 million. But the potential is here, and everything in me and all my years of business tells me this is the next multi-billion-dollar company in wellness and in our industry of direct-to-consumer business. So let me just tell you why it's so exciting. We're doing something that almost nobody's doing, and I really don't know anybody doing this, in fact, and that is pioneering test-based nutrition. When you look at the supplement market as a whole, is it big business? Well, it's $167 billion last year. Post-pandemic, it started to explode. It's now projected to hit $239 billion by 2028. And when you think about it, most people don't know if their supplements really work. And consider 1 billion people are already taking some kind of vitamin, and half those people, 500,000 of them, are taking omega-3. Yet they're going to find out, and you're going to learn tonight, that everyone should be taking omega-3, and you certainly should be tested to see if you need it. Here's what the World Health Organization says: 6.3 billion people are deficient in omega-3. Let me set the stage. If you even know anything about direct selling, it's a $176 billion industry. There's loads of companies in the market. But within that segment, the largest part of that industry is wellness. And within that, the largest problem that Zinzino identified is the deficiency of omega-3 across the world. And we have a test that proves that people need it. We have a product that works, and a test that when you take it 4 months later proves that it worked. In fact, I had some people ask me, what are you doing? I said, I'm in a science company. They say, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm promoting a test, a blood screening that reveals the most important number you currently don't know about your health. They all lean in and says, what's the number? And that's where I get the conversation going, because we know our blood pressure, we know our triglycerides, cholesterol. The doctor wants you to always know that stuff so they can prescribe something. And then what do we got here? No one's measuring the essential fatty acids in our body, which determine so many things, including if we're potentially living with inflammation. We've already tested 1.5 million people. So this isn't a test run. You're not going to be the first. In fact, we've learned worldwide 97% of people fail the test. And what does that mean? Well, science says you should be within a 3-to-1 ratio, and we're finding the number is upwards of 20-something to 1. So that means there's too much essential omega-6, okay, which you need in your body, and we get this from food, and not enough omega-3. But omega-6, when you have too much, causes inflammation. Omega-3 helps to suppress inflammation. So if you obviously don't have enough omega-3 and you have too much omega-6, and they're both essential and we only get them from food, then we have problems. Sometimes we feel them, sometimes we see them in our hair, our skin, but it's the things you don't see and feel that eventually come back to bite you. So that's why we saw something significant with the science. And when people started taking this product, this balance oil, we found out within 4 months, including me, I found myself back in balance. Something so simple as a small quarter of a shot glass in the morning, anytime you want to take it during the day. It tastes great. It's easy to do. Next thing you know, my health was improving. Our goal is to test 1 billion people by 2050. And we know it's not just going to be us. Worldwide, there'll be many other companies starting to follow our lead. And we see this as being at the right place at the right time in front of a mega trend. The rock stars stars of Zinzino is the Scientific Advisory Board led by Dr. Paul Clayton. I encourage you to look him up, read his books. Dr. Colin Robinson, both from the UK. We have an incredible staff of people. But when you were told about Zinzino, I don't know if you have a science or medical background. I certainly didn't. So I fortunately had Inner Circle with Stephen Chiniski and Natalie Cather, and these two people I asked to do the research on the science, not only of Zinzino, but many other companies. As I was turning the year and my former company was closing its international doors, I was looking for a new home for me and my team. And that's when they came back to me and said, Artie, what's going on in Zinzino is serious science. They got something special going on here. In fact, they are so well respected that Zinzino even added them to the Scientific Advisory Board. So that's one of the big reasons I'm here, is the proof is the product really serves value for all of us. Now, I didn't know anything about omega-6 to omega-3. Maybe you saw our video earlier. Please Google the importance of the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Don't buy Zinzino, materials, so just read that. Go and do your own homework. When I did that, it opened my eyes. Now, I didn't realize that over the last many decades that the number of omega-6s in the food was growing. So science was recommending no more than 3 to 1. Yet around 1960, we hit 4 to 1. Every decade, it keeps increasing. Now the average is closer to 21, and it's growing. And who knows where it's going to stop. So there's really a problem with our food source, with our soils, with what we feed the animals, processed food. There's a whole history to this. All I know is we have a situation going on here. What I didn't know is how cells work in the body. Okay, when you have a cell that has too much omega-6, it means the cell is rigid. We do not get the nutrition in from our food, and we do not get the waste out the way it should. It affects every part of our body. Yet when we're in balance, when the cell is flexible and soft, every part of your body works better. And that's the whole story of Zinzino, and then we build upon that story. In fact, we know that when you're out of balance, you'll experience reduced brain function, hair quality, reduced heart function, so your skin loses elasticity, reduced organ function, joint and muscle pain. So this is why it's so important. And again, it's not me telling you this. The World Health Organization is telling you this. I actually did a presentation in Florida about a month and a half ago, and I had one of the senior advisors to the World Health Organization in to listen to the presentation I was giving, and even wanted to take the test. So I'm telling you, this is real stuff here. The question I asked myself, was I in the danger zone? I wanted to know if I was out of balance, because if I was out of balance, then I had potential for all kind of risks. Now, many friends here on this Zoom with us tonight, I told people just over 3 years ago, I unexpectedly suffered a heart attack. I don't know for how many years I've been out of balance, but I got on omega-3. I'm lucky to be here today. I've been very health conscious, changed my diet. I've never been overweight. I wasn't a gym rat, but I was always active, and I did exercise. So here's what I found out. Even taking omega-3, I was still 12 to 1. That showed me it wasn't working. So I ditched it. I replaced it with this product, which was, I think, a little less money. And you know what happened? I tested 4 months later, and I was 3.3 to 1. Now, again, you may not understand why that's important. Please Google it. Well, I wanted to know, just like you might want to know, and as 500 million people that already take omega-3 should certainly want to know if their products are doing the trick. And so I suggest you take this simple test. So you just jab your finger. It's a dry blood spot. It's simple to do. Zinzino does not analyze this. It goes to an independent laboratory. I've been there 3 times. Part of my research was to go meet the person, Dr. Thomas Gunderson, go to the laboratory, see how it all worked. It was really incredible to see what goes on there. I learned they work with Harvard, Cambridge, King's College, Max Planck Institute, Mass General in the U.S., and it goes on and on. This is one of the most most reputable laboratories in the world. So they then send me back my results, and it's incredible. They analyzed 98% of all my essential fatty acids. And I realized I needed to do something. It gave me some great advice on things I could do to improve my health. So what happened from there? My results after taking the balance oil for 4 months put me back in balance. Now, when you understand the opportunity of Zinzino, it's bigger than any of us can take advantage of. The whole planet is out of balance. Look at the numbers from each part of the world. This is the problem. A wealthy person once told me, you want to make a lot of money? Identify a huge problem and provide a solution. And that's why I could not turn down the Zinzino opportunity. I'm not a scientist. I don't understand all these ingredients. We have certainly plenty of scientists and doctors and researchers, and including some of the world's leading experts on omega-3 research, are all part of Zinzino because of the science behind Zinzino. But this is dosed by weight, by age. You then take the test, you take the product, and then the next thing you know, your body starts to respond. Could be your aches, your pains, your hair, your skin. And then there's more to the story, because once you have your cells duplicating properly, now you need to take care of some other areas of your life. And this is what I like about Zinzino. They have a system. I learned from being in Zinzino that your immune system starts in your gut. And that's what was exciting to me. I didn't know any of this. They said, it's just a system. Take a scoop of the xenobiotic. It helps your gut stay healthy. It contributes to your balancing cholesterol levels, something I've always had to battle with. And my latest blood work from my doctor showed me having the best numbers I've had in years. A simple little scoop is all I do. There's another product called Extend, because now we're taking care of the inside. We need to protect against things on the outside. It's a multi-immune product. Dr. Gunderson says Extend is the most sophisticated product Zinzino's ever created. So I can only tell you, if you're taking vitamins from any other source, I'd ditch them. I'd redirect the spending of any of those vitamins and minerals you're buying elsewhere, and I take the best of the best, which is Extend. Again, there's another product called Viva that so many people say is their favorite product in the Zinzino line. It really helps to calm people. It's a product that's all natural, that if you take it in the evening, you want the best sleep of your life, that would be the product to have. Sometimes Stacy, my partner, gets stressed before flights. This helps take the edge off for her. And it's not something that gives you this feeling or something. It just relaxes you. So again, there's a lot of research on this. And when you get involved in Zinzino, we have a lot of scientific papers you can read in our back office. There's a whole range of products. We've gotten into skincare. We have a meal replacement shake called Lean Shake. We have an energy bar. I know Stacy loves using the skincare products, so we have a great range of products. We can claim 18 health claims according to the European Food Safety Authority. I'm not going to read these all, but let's just focus on the first three. We promote normal brain function, heart function, and immune function, all the key things, right? So these are all claims that we can actually say. Now we've launched a new product just this month. You can pre-order it now. This is really an addition to complement the rest of the products. Now we know the balance oil affects your skin quality from the inside out, but now we have a collagen boost product that you just take 10 packets of these a month. You can take them, take a picture of your skin, take this for 10 days, take another picture, send in the results. You see visible results in a very short period of time. This is the highest quality collagen product ever created. Now, if you're like me, you probably didn't think much about collagen. Hopefully you're different, but most collagen is not brought from created from a liquid marine source from fish and with super nutrients. So here we have this collagen boost, which is a new product to the Zinzino line. This will attract a whole new group of people that really want to take care of their skin from the inside out. I've learned that as I got older, and now at my age, I've lost a significant amount of collagen in my body. So if I want to stay looking younger, and in fact, this affects your bones and your joints as well, then this is really important to have collagen in the product. So again, a new addition to the Zinzino product line. We have endorsements from all different areas of sports. That's also impressive to me. In fact, we know there's teams like Manchester City that their entire club takes the product as a retail customer. I've seen the receipt. In fact, we know that in Madrid, Madrid Atletico, one of the biggest sports clubs in the world, including their 57 teams below them and 17 women's teams, just closed the deal with my team that is now all going to be taking Zinzino products. Can you imagine that? So that this is serious stuff, guys. And where we are in business is at the right place at the right time. We're going to top 1 million customers in 2025, but the vision of the company is to grow to 100 million customers. Now, that sounds sort of like a sales pitch. That's what I said when I heard this. But then I thought about it. I discussed it with the co-founders, Hilda and Orion. Hilda says to me, Artie, think about it. You already have 500 million people taking some kind of omega-3, and we know ours is better. And they're not testing, and we test. You don't think we're going to get a percentage of that market? What about 6.3 billion people on the planet deficient, which is becoming more and more of a public issue? So we are positioning with a company that has a vision for 2050 and to have 100 million customers. So that's what I got excited about. Now, what do you do with this information? You can say, hey, thanks for having me on. I want to schedule a follow-up. I'd like to know more information, get with the person that invited you. Maybe you'd say, I'd like to be a customer and get the test. In fact, I suggest that all of you do that. Or some of you want to know, how do you become a partner? How do I get an online store, an online shop? And how can I make some money recommending these products and this business opportunity to other people? Well, we put together a turnkey training system that will help you step by step to learn how to make, if it's extra money for you because you're just trying to save money to help out your family, get a new car, maybe pay off some credit cards or something. Maybe there's some of you out there that would like to replace your full-time income and have a stay-at-home business so you can be with the family. Others want to give back to their social organizations, their church, their mosque. Other people might be looking to make it big. And that's what I was actually looking for. I had big dreams in music, and I found all those dreams could come true through this type of marketing. Let me just share with how the business works. So if you're interested in the opportunity, stay on for a few more minutes with you. I'm going to just do a quick overview of how we make some money with the company. But 50% of all the revenue generated by our customers is paid back to the distributors. How can we do that? Like I said earlier, when you're not spending money on TV, radio, newspaper, and traditional advertising, that saves a fortune. It means you can put more money into manufacturing quality products, and you have more money to pay the people that are sharing the story and the products. So you can have your own store. These are some of the pictures in your storefront. It's personalized. It's your shop. You can earn extra income. You can earn a retail 10 to 30% commission. You can distribute the products internationally. You don't have to stock anything. They order online, and we ship to more than 100 countries around the world. If you know other people that'd like to make money, we can set them up in business in more than 45 countries around the world and growing. So what happens if you just want to get customers? Well, in your first 24 customers, you're going to only make 10%. But your first 4 customers, if you're in our Fast Start bonus, we can pay you 85 pounds. And not only that, that allows you to get your balance oil free every single month. That's what we call Zinzino for free. The potential to get 4 other customers using the product, you make money and you get it for free. Now, if you're just a customer, you don't want to start a business, again, refer 4 people that are getting the same or higher value products. 4 or more can get your product for free. And then all the reorders are calculated in your commissions. We want to get to 25 customers and reach the 18. Now, when I say customers, I mean products. Myself and Stacy, we use 14 products a month from Zinzino. So we'd be considered 14 customers. I know that sounds a little strange, but we're 2 people with 14 products. So if you had 25 products, could be 5 people with 5 products each. Maybe it's 6 people each on the health protocol of 3 or 4 products. Now you're doubled your retail commission. We call it a cash bonus. But once you're at 25 services or products, you're making 170 pounds every single month. Okay, in the U.S., that's I believe $200 in the U.S. Or it's 200 euros in Europe, and it's 230 in the US. I got to get all my currencies right. When you're also at this level, if you started with one of our starter kits, we have a package of products. We have an ultimate pack that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But the cost of that, you get the entire cost refunded, that $1,039 back to you in your 13th month, because you did what you want to do anyway, and that's get 25 customers on a subscription. But also we have another bonus for people to get there. All of the reorders, all the business through all the shops in your network are going to be doubled in your commissions. So someone at this level, without a team, without any shops in the network, can make an extra 1,500 pounds a month. You're making about $680 per product. Myself, Stacy, and I are over the pro team level. We have over 50 products from customers, and 25% is our retail commission. We get a set bonus every month of at least 255 pounds, but then we also qualified for a 420-pound one-time bonus, and they pay it to us over 10 months, so we get an extra 42 a month. So it brings it up to 297 pounds a month that we're getting just for referring products. We'd refer to everybody anyway. So that's an extra $3,000 plus a year if that's what you're looking for. For those with higher ambitions, get to 100 customer points. That's 100 products. You're now at 30% commission. Now you're making a 425-pound a month bonus. So here's the thing that blew me away. It's a 10,000 euro, 8,500 pound, or in the US, it's even more than that. It's $11,500. All comes out to 8,500 pounds, same, no matter what country you're in. But that bonus, you get paid over 25 months an extra 340 pounds. So when you add it up, that's 765 pounds a month for doing nothing but referring customers to your online shop. That's an extra over 6,700 pounds a year. You're now jumped up to £7.65 per product. The company gives you an incentive. If you want to double that number, your income will jump up to $11.90 a month. You qualify for a vacation. So it's a great way if you want to pick up an extra 15,000 pounds a month and just refer customers. That's fantastic. But there's more. I did not join Zinzino just to retail products. I realized that's part of the business, but I was looking for something more. So I learned, first of all, that I wanted my products for free. So that's what I referred for subscription customers. I got my oil for free. I made money as well. So now what happens? Let's build a team. How many people do you know that could use some extra money? How many people do you know that might be looking for a career change? We have 3 packages: basic, advanced, and ultimate. These are the deepest discounted packages of products that anyone can buy. This means you become a business partner. You get your own online store, your own online shop, as we say in Europe. And what happens is if you choose the basic pack, it's a 493-pound value, and you save 62%. You get it for 189. Basically, it's a balance test. It's basically your health protocol with an extra bottle of oil. You get the Extend, and you get the Xenobiotic. This is for someone that's kind of dabbling with the business. The advanced pack makes a lot more sense because you get more products, and you get 3 of the balance tests. So a 768 pound purchase, but it's 1,473 pounds worth of products. But here's the way that most of my partners start, is the way I started, because it's the best value. You got a variety of different products, but you got 10 of these balance tests. Now, I forget the price in pounds, so apologize to my UK friends, but in the United States, this retails for $170, okay? We get 10 of these tests. that we can retail, we can test our family and friends. I use them to build a business. And that's what I use. These help me to attract customers and business partners. But with all the products and everything, this is a 3,036 pound value for just over 1,000 pounds. This is without a doubt the best way to start the business. You get some of the lean shakes, some of the bars, some of the skin serum, a number of different oils to try, some different products. So I strongly suggest this is the pack that you start with. Remember the refund campaign? Get to 25 subscription customer points within your 12th month. And if you're there in your 12th month and your 13th month, we give the entire 1,039 back to you in your 13th month. So you're basically starting for free if you do the job we're going to help you do. Now let's talk about 10 ways to earn. I'm just going to do a summary here. We have many titles. Now, these are career plans. So if you start in the business, just like any company, the more you produce for that company, the bigger value you give, the more you can earn. That's no different than any other business. So if you just want to retail, that's fantastic. But if you also want to build a distribution team, and I look at this like franchising, you know, some people, they buy a McDonald's, and probably not a good analogy, but if you get a McDonald's, you pay a lot of money, you get a license, and you make a percentage, the highest percentage for getting the customer. But if you are McDonald's Corporation, you're not selling burgers, you're selling business opportunities. And that's what we can do as independent business partners. We can offer an opportunity like we're offering you, and you can earn a small percentage overriding what other shops do. Now, the goal is, can we duplicate the stores? I'm going to show you that you can go to what we call Black Crown with 2 teams. You can move from ambassador where I am now with Stacy and I reached that to Black Ambassador with 4 teams. You can go to incredible incomes with Zinzino. But let's just summarize. You know, you can earn retail, like I showed you, 10 to 30%. You can earn an 8,500 pound bonus for getting to the 100 customer point level. You can earn Zinzino for free products. You can earn fast start bonuses. I'm not going through that today. You can get with the person that invited you, get to one of our online trainings, but we have a fast start bonus where you introduce 2 partners to the team, help those 2 to get to. Everyone gets just a few customers. And if you do that in 120 days or less, and we've had people do it in 30 days, but our target is always 60. That's a great way to get a couple of 1,000 pounds back to you right away. And the rest of Europe's 2,500 euro. In the States, it's a little bit more than that. So up like to 2,700 or so dollars. We have different bonuses. I'm not going to go through the details, but imagine you help me get started and you train me to get customers. I'm earning money, but they pay you customer acquisition bonuses too for training me. That's why this is a people helping people business. Also, when you see all the sales of all the shops throughout your entire network, you can earn a 10 to 15% override on the commissionable value of all the products every week. Week after week, you can get a commission on all the sales, whether they're buying the wholesale packages, which is the basic, the advanced, or ultimate packs, or they're just getting retail products. And then we have another way to earn. Each time you move up, whether it's bronze to silver, silver to gold, gold to executive, each time you a title, get a promotion. Just imagine in your company, each time you get a promotion that you dictate, you earned, because you're creating more value, more business, you get another big bonus. And the higher you go, the more lucrative those bonuses become. Here's another incredible thing in our comp plan that excited me. Imagine you introduce somebody and they even do better than you. Guess what? You can earn a 5 to 25% matching income bonus. So imagine you help me, earn $1,000 this month, 1,000 pounds. You could get 5 to 25%. You could get as much as 250 pound bonus because you trained me. What if I was making 1,000 a week? What if I was making 10,000 a month or 10,000 a week? How many people do you want to introduce And do you see the value of people helping people? In a traditional job, if I move up, the guy above me is suppressing me because he doesn't want me to steal his position. So we're helping people all the time. At the higher levels, as you move up, we have bonuses that are in addition to your 10 to 15%. You can earn up to 4% additional income. Again, those are leadership bonuses. But here's the thing that really hooked me as a career professional in this industry. For once, I could actually do the job, do it well, become one of the best, which is the intention, help others to do the same, and we get to share in the equity, the ownership of the company. You can earn dream vacations. So here's the average incomes at each of these levels. We got people making just a little bit, couple £100 a month. We got people making 1,000. We have a huge middle class of the people making 4, 5, and 10,000. But the people that go all the way to the highest levels can get life-altering income. In fact, as you get to what we call president and above, this new program that was installed last year allows people to earn incredible value in stock. Now, that's not going to be most people. This is for the elite, best of the best. But this is what I loved about Zinzino. If this is your career opportunity, and like me, my last stop in the industry, I love that the incentive is there, that I get paid just like the co-founder, and I can earn shares no different than they do. That is a powerful story. So in the end, let's sum it up. Is this a proven company? Absolutely. Are there proven products? Absolutely. Is the concept of getting people tested and getting an imbalance proven? Absolutely. Is there proven earnings? Yes, there's people earning money at every one of those levels. Is this position for growth? Beyond doubt for me. In fact, I need to tell you, this most important number is your balance score. You need to get your family tested. And if you don't, believe me, dig in, do some research, Google it, please. In fact, I was blown away. I don't come from an inner circle of medical professionals, but it's incredible. In 8 months, we've attracted some of the best of the best. We've attracted all these different doctors. None of them are paid to endorse Zinzino. Dr. Michael Garco is a friend of mine that was now a new friend of mine, but he was the talk show host for 15 years, coast to coast, syndicated around the world. This guy did 2 hours a day. Let's talk nutrition. Dr. Michael Lewis, he's in fact, it's incredible. I did an interview with him. This guy is an omega-3 expert. He is an infectious disease hunter. Some of his clients are like 3-star generals and the clerk of the Supreme Court. But his book, When Brains Collide, is incredible about the stories of what he's done with omega-3. You look at Stuart Tomk, who introduced me to most of these people. He's an expert. Nordic Naturals, by the way, is the largest fish oil company in the world. And he was their global brand ambassador. He had 2 big job offers and decided to go in the field and run with us because he couldn't believe the science of Zinzino. So again, if he's telling me this is the best product there is, and he was representing the biggest in the world, that tells me something. He brought in people like Stephen Schmidt, who's a founder of Supplement Safety Solutions, Jonathan Helfgoff. He worked in the United States, the Federal Drug Administration. Kerry Marshall is an omega-3 scientist. Dr. Scott Mitten was 9 years. Think about this, 9 years, the chief science officer for Nordic Natural. Joe Hiblin, I got a chance to meet Professor Joe Hiblin. In fact, Dr. Paul Clayton, our chief science officer, I'm going to get him connected with him because he respects Joe's work. Joe Maroon has over 300 published papers between Joe Maroon and Dr. Joe Hiblin. These 2 doctors, over 500 published studies. They're in Zinzino. You're wondering if this is the best out there? I've seen the letters they've sent to their patients. Ala Talafor is a friend of mine that works on cancer research, works with my UK team. I'm telling you, this is the one opportunity you do not want to miss. I'm doing some live events. Stacey and I are traveling. I'll be in the UK this Saturday for a national training. We have a business presentation on London the 21st. I'll be in Dublin the 22nd, Sevilla, Spain on the 26th, Avellino the 29th, Venice, Italy on the 30th. In fact, the London regional event, we have Shan and Dave Ives. These are two amazing people. They're ambassadors with Zinzino. They're true pioneers of this opportunity, phenomenal speakers, and I just love working side by side with them. They're going to be guest speakers. We have the country sales manager for Ireland and the UK, Steve Morley, and many other leaders, John McDougall, Alex Alexander, and others will be there. So every Monday, I do leadership calls for our team. We have every Wednesday, we have a call. In fact, tomorrow there's a business presentation from our Irish leaders, and there's another presentation, if you like this one, on Thursday. I have an updated list that we make available to anybody that wants it. Just going on and closing up, I can tell you the goal here is to inspire change in life. We can't change anybody's life. We can only inspire people. The test, if that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. You know, if you're taking a supplement, then why wouldn't you want to know if it works? If you need to make some money, if you want to make some money, if you want to do something exciting that you can be passionate about, then you need to understand Zinzino is it. This is my last stop in business. I'm so passionate. My goal is to change 1 million people's direction of their health. So with that, I see Dave Ives on there. Dave, good to see you, my friend. I can't wait to see you in London on Saturday. John McDougall, I'm going to pass it back to you. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.